What's going, guys? So I want to make a quick video about the spread operator in JavaScript. I think it's ES6 syntax. It's really cool, and I'll show you why. So here we have an object, dog, with a field name, type, and likes. And let's say I actually want to make an object cat, which will have the same likes, but the type, and will have the same name, but the type will be different. So I'm just going to say cat is equal to dog, and then I'm going to change, well, let's just log out cat here. Cool, so it's the same, but let me just change the type to cat. Cool, well, that looks like it worked, right? Well, not really, because if I log dog, I see now the dog's type is also cat, and that if you're programming a program and the type of your dog is just changed to type cat, it's going to be crazy. So you don't want to do that. And that's because in JavaScript, objects are copied by reference. So these two objects are actually pointing to the same reference in memory. But what we can do to get around this is use the spread operator. So instead of saying that the cat is equal to dog, what we can do is we can say cat is equal to dog spread out, and what this will do is, just get rid of this, and what this will do is it will then put all these fields into a new object that we are now it will put all these fields from dog and their values into a new object which cat will now reference. So we can actually put a comma there and then change the type here to cat. And cool, now we have a separate dog and a separate cat. And all is right with the world. So you can actually also spread out arrays. So let's take this array here. I'm going to get rid of dog and cat. And I'm going to make a new array called likes. Say somebody else wanted to actually call these dislikes. So we'll say your likes are my dislikes. Okay, so dislikes, and those are likes. But I actually have more dislikes than you. So I'm going to say, I'm going to add a dislike here, dislike push. Let's say TV. It's nuts. Okay, so if I log dislikes, say run, eat, and TV, but now if I log likes, the same issue has happened. So we can again avoid this in a very similar way. So instead of making dislikes reference likes, which is what we're doing here, we can actually spread out likes originally and then add new values to the array. In this case, we'll add TV. And now when we log dislikes, we'll see run, eat, and TV are dislikes, and run and eat are the likes. And then all is well with the world. Another cool thing that we can do is we can we can spread out arrays as arguments. So let's say we had a bunch of high scores. Let's say high scores, and we'll make them like 100, 200, 400, and let's say 250. Okay, and I wanted to find out the maximum score in this array. Well, we know that there's a function called math.max, and math.max takes in a bunch of separate arguments. So we could say like 100, 200, like 40, and 10, and this will return 200. So if we log the output of it, we'll get 200 because that's the maximum value out of all the arguments. But we want to actually do the same thing. We want to find the maximum value in our high scores. So what if we just pass high scores through here? We get not a number because math.max expects each argument to be a number, not to be an array. But if we just spread this out using the spread syntax, it works. So what this has done now, it has converted that array into individual arguments, which is awesome. So you can use it like that. Another cool thing is if you're using React and you have a component which takes props like this. So we have an animal component and it says the animal is a props.type called props.name. So we pass through the dog, we say the type is dog.type and the name is dog.name, and we have the output, the animal is a dog called Fido. But we can actually use the spread syntax here as well. We know that dog has the properties type and name. So what we can do is, instead of passing these individually, we can just spread them out like this. And run this. And it works just the same. To show you that it's working, I'll just change type to cat. The animal is a cat called Fido, and it just works. Cool, that was super quick. I hope you enjoyed it, and check you next time. Cheers.